I think the main issue about visible learning is how you can make the learning visible not just to the teacher but to the student. How you can use multiple ways to see what the impact of the teachers are. Certainly a lot of teachers out there are incredibly successful. How can we get all teachers to see the success they're having in making a difference to learning? How come people in London don't have arms? Come on. Up here? No one? No one prepared to be up here? Oh gosh. Now what about down here? This will be a better test. Thank you. Come on. Not negative. And yeah, it's point 2. Now listen. Reducing class size enhances achievement. That's what a positive means. What we should be doing is we should be saying, what's the typical effect of all the things we do? And yeah, I've got 1,000+ meta-analyses now. I've got 250 million kids. And I kind of got a hang of a lot. I've got stuff from the home, from the family, from the principals, from the school effects. I've got the money effects. I've got the curriculum effects. I've got the teaching effects. I've got the strategies, you name it. I got a hang of a lot in here. To answer the question, which I think is the critical one, what's the typical effect of what we do to kids? And hey, it's point 4. And you can see now immediately, class size pales in comparison to all the things we do normally. It's not just measurement, it's not just dry old numbers, because there's lots of other ways you can look at impact. You can look at impact not only on performance, on portfolios, on the kind of artifacts of kids' work. You can also should be asking about the impact on their dispositions, their willingness to invest in learning, their strategies they have, knowing what to do when they don't want to do. Those are all judgments, and it's the judgments that are really critical here. And one of the big issues is how we can get a better sense of commonality across teachers' judgment, so that it's not the case that every time a kid hits a new teacher, it's rather random depending on what those judgments are. Look, I think that everyone I've met through, from ministers of education all the way through, every one of them truly wants to make a difference. They truly want to improve the status of what we do. I struggle at times with the decisions they make to do that, and I seriously ask why they make some of the decisions they do. Like, we know a fair amount about what truly makes a difference in this business. And I don't understand why they always choose these structural things. I know it's because they can see them. You can see a new building, you can see a class size, you can see money. And I'm not saying those things aren't important, but the biggest, most powerful is the expertise of our teachers, and seriously, we have to invest in expertise. And I want no one to walk away here thinking of anything other than the fact that you are a change agent. Your job is to change. How can we get this message that I think is pretty powerful out across the system? And that's where I've certainly started many years ago at working with groups like Osiris to truly implement the program, to work very closely to the kinds of scripts that we've worked out that has worked right throughout the world, to constantly evaluate our impact. And it's not our impact in Osiris on the people in the room who do the training, it's the impact of Osiris on the students of the people in the room. And how we can come back to that. And certainly we did pretty good due diligence around UK, and Osiris won that hands down, in terms of the kind of impact that they can have out there on the students of the teachers, of the principals of those schools.